Our half mermaid hold is going to be our first mermaid position movement. Mermaid position in general is going to be on your side with your hips and shoulders perpendicular to the floor and various levels of extremities off the ground. So it's one of those movements that looks pretty straightforward and is very simple, but is not easy. So we'll start with more of ourselves staying on the floor to stay a little more stable, and we'll move away from that as we go. So we're going to start by laying on your side and lining all of your joints up, wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, all in a line. And I recommend having the bottom hand here palm up so it's hard to press into, and then your palms together. This is one of the few movements that we're going to do where pointing your toes is actually fine and can be helpful. Generally, we press out through our heels. In this one, a little bit of a toe point can be useful. So what we're going to try to do here is lift our top arm and top leg straight up in the air and press out through the toe and the hand so that we're keeping tension and kind of balancing. You can see I'm not putting any weight on this. I'm not putting any weight on this, but I am keeping them kind of on the ground for balance. This is going to be our half mermaid hold. So then we can also use the half mermaid position to do half mermaid raises, where you'll raise and lower. You're going to want to feel most of your effort is coming from your oblique here, and what it might feel like is like you're trying to touch the bottom of your rib cage to your hip bone and just make this piece as small as possible. That's our half mermaid position and half mermaid raises, or half mermaid hold and half mermaid raises. And then we'll take this and we'll take it into a full mermaid. And the full mermaid is going to be the same thing, but you're also going to lift that bottom leg and bottom arm as high as you can. We're not going to do raises on these. We will just do holds. These are going to feel probably pretty wobbly, and we'll need to watch out for our legs and our arms kicking forward. So what I'm going to do here is, again, make sure that everything is all lined up, and then I'm going to raise everything up, trying to bring my ribs and my hips together here. And you can see that I'm wobbling around a little bit, and you can hear from my voice that this is tough. So I'm going to pause for a second here, catch my breath, and then I'm going to show you what we're looking for that is not the movement that we want. So what we are watching out for in terms of the legs kicking forward is that we end up doing this where my arms are in front of my face and my toes are kicking forward. If I can feel my top hip kind of coming backwards, well, that's not really it. We want this hips perpendicular to the ground, shoulders perpendicular to the ground, like you're balancing on your hip bone and your shoulder blade underneath. You'll do both sides equally, and those are our 3 mermaid positions. All right, now you try.